She thought space would be silent, but silence isn't peace. It's a sound that presses against you, that reminds you how small you really are. She wasn't an explorer. She wasn't chasing glory. She was just doing her job, fixing what was broken. But out there, nothing stays fixed for long. In one perfect, ordinary moment, the universe reminded her how fragile everything is. A storm of debris, fragments of human ambition, tearing across the void, shattered everything. In seconds, the mission was gone, the ship destroyed. The voices in her ear vanished, and she was alone, floating, spinning, falling without falling, the earth turning silently below her, beautiful, unreachable, alive. Panic came first. The sound of her own breath, loud inside the helmet, the cold creeping in, the realization that no one could hear her cry for help, that every heartbeat was a countdown. She tried to call for someone, anyone, but space doesn't answer. And then, through the static, a voice. Someone else had survived. For a moment, she wasn't alone anymore. Two human souls tethered in infinity, clinging to reason while everything they knew drifted away. They fought to stay alive, to find a way home, to keep hope alive against impossible odds. But survival demands sacrifice. When her last connection to another person slipped away into the dark, she was left with only herself, a single heartbeat in the infinite silence. She wanted to give up, to stop fighting, to let the quiet take her. But then, somewhere in that stillness, something shifted. A memory, a voice, a reminder of life, of the sound of wind, of laughter, of gravity holding you close. She remembered why she wanted to live, so she moved. Slowly, painfully, desperately. She improvised, adapted, reached for one impossible chance after another. Every decision brought her closer to death, and yet closer to home: fire, air, earth, water. The elements she had taken for granted her entire life became her only prayer. Each breath burned. Each heartbeat was a victory. She was no longer just fighting to survive, she was fighting to be born again. The endless black gave way to light. The roar of fire, the crash of water, the pull of gravity, returning like an old friend. When she finally crawled from the wreckage, gasping, mud on her hands, the weight of the world pressing down, it felt like a miracle. She stood, shaky but alive, and for the first time in what felt like forever, she felt the ground beneath her feet. It wasn't just survival, it was transformation. She had gone to the edge of existence and come back. She had looked into the void and found, waiting there, not death, but life. Because sometimes we have to lose everything, every comfort, every sound, every connection, to truly understand what it means to be alive. Space didn't destroy her. It stripped her bare, until all that was left was the most powerful force in the universe, the will to keep going. And as she stood there, breathing the heavy air of Earth again, she smiled. Not because she was safe, but because she was home. Can you guess the movie?